All right. We today it is Thursday, of November, the 7th of November. Sorry. Recording this a little bit later. It's almost my bedtime. I kind of forgot about it till right now, so sorry if you were looking for it earlier. The word today is discrimination. It's the unequal treatment based on a person's race, religion, gender, place of birth, or any other just random, arbitrary is a random kind of a characteristic you can't necessarily do something about. So discrimination is the doing of something. That's how I remember it. Racism was the word yesterday. That's the belief process that a person has about a group of people, saying that feeling that one group is better or superior to another. This is taking that belief now and doing something about it. Um, it's hard in our country. People are allowed to believe what they want. They just can't do what they want. So I mentioned today that part of this discrimination ties into age as well. There's been a lot to do about millennials, and there's been, like any other generation of people, there's been stereotypes. And some of the not so flattering stereotypes about millennials is that they don't work hard, that they're attached to their computers, their technology, that they're out to cause, question and cause trouble type of thing. And so if an owner of a company says, I'm just not going to hire any millennials, and they just flat out say that, that's unequal treatment. They're lumping a group together and saying that they're inferior. Because of that, we're not hiring them. So you can't do that. That would be discrimination against that group of people. So if it's the doing, the unequal treatment, and doing something about your beliefs. That's what discrimination is. Our target for today really revolves around what I want us to accomplish today, which is reviewing our knowledge about the division between the North and the South. How is the North and South different in this early mid 1800s, and how is it similar? Because these similarities and differences help to pull the country apart, which then helps to bring about the Civil War. So you already may have some ideas for similarities and difficulties. Go ahead, or differences. Go ahead and write them down. I'm hoping that you're going to find more as we go throughout the day as well, too. So that's kind of a quick summary of our word and what we're doing today. We did start by watching CNN 10. There is not a sheet to fill out with this, so bonus. There's only one topic on the docket for CNN 10. They take the day to talk about driverless cars and where the progress is at with that. And it's an interesting thing. And when I'm thinking about cause and effect, what will change because of driverless cars? This episode does a good job of going into that. Would highly recommend just watching it, because we might be, having that discussion in, they said, decades before it really takes hold in large cities, and they had question marks about out in smaller towns and rural areas. But it's an interesting concept. So think about that, and think about what would happen, what would change, what would be the effect of having driverless cars in the United States. Then we spent some time creating some, basically they're T-charts, comparing different aspects of life in the North and the South. So we looked at population, we looked at cities, we looked at culture, how people made a living, the economy. We even started listing out names of states that fell in the North and the South, and the inventions that we talked about earlier this week, and how some were North and some were South, more important for each. Um, for you, what I would like you to do is you're going to work on some double bubbles, comparing the North and the South, what they have in common and what they have as different. And to do that, I think the best thing will be is to go to our purple folder in Schoology and to use these information pages right here, and to read through each of them, and then jot down things that are similar between the North and the South and things that are opposites between the North and the South. So you're going to have to read each of these, and I really recommend that, because it really was a review day today. And I know when we first did this, you did not read the whole thing. You read one section. So now it's good to go back. Hopefully, a lot of it you'll be able to go, oh, yeah, I knew that. Oh, yeah, that's right. I knew that. Oh, I knew that, but I kind of forgot that type of thing. So that's the biggest part. And then I encouraged everybody to work on the vocabulary and also to take this practice quiz right here. And to take it once for tomorrow and then multiple times throughout the weekend. It's open for you as much as you want. Um, and then after that, I just reminded everybody that that Life In assignment is going to be due to on tomorrow, and that's right here. You can see the assignment when you click into it. This is actually an electronic submission for it, as I'm noticing, but right there is the link to get you to the Life In. Remember, that's the artistic one you have to draw or do electronically. Um, and do your best on that. It's about applying what we've learned already about the differences between the North and the South. Now you're just focusing on either the North or the South and one small aspect of their life. It's meant to help you stretch and to think differently about this concept because it's really important. It sets the stage. In my mind, it's actually these differences are the first cause of the Civil War. We start dividing so much and having different beliefs that the North and that the South especially starts saying, "Why are we in this country? Like we could be our own country, and we should be because we're so different." So just it's that first cause. It's super important. All right, so then that really wrapped it up. We did not get to the essential question for this chapter, but we will focus on that tomorrow some more as we're doing continuing some more review. But we'll focus on that essential question and what you'll have to do with that. That will be, I haven't mentioned that in class yet, but that will be an assignment that we should have about 15-20 minutes to work on Tuesday after the quiz. So that sums it up. If you have any other questions, let me know. Remember, it's really today it was review. That's super important as we get ready for this quiz. So, all right, if you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, have a great night, and hopefully, we'll see you tomorrow.